seems what you're trying to do here is impose some sort of cost on people who are unvaccinated as a sort of the stick there to sort of get them to roll up their sleeves and get the shot. So why isn't the federal government going further on some of these, how far is the administration willing to go to sort of, turn up the pressure on the unvaccinated to actually get shots?
Well, Zeke, I think we've taken significant steps here to make it difficult to come back to work, or more difficult to come back to work if you're not vaccinated.
If we apply mandates forcefully, it actually moves a lot of people. Look, human beings are pretty predictable. If you say your paycheck depends on it, or your ability to enjoy life and go do the things you want to do, people will make the practical decision overwhelmingly, and they'll go get vaccinated. But we aren't pushing hard enough. We got to go farther.
Life will become very difficult for the unvaccinated from January 31. No pubs, no bottle shops. No gym, no yoga classes. No gigs, no dance floors. No hospital or aged care visits.
I want to be very clear. Life for the unvaccinated will be very difficult indefinitely.
It needs to be hard for people to remain unvaccinated. Right now, it's kind of the opposite. It's fine. I mean, it's easy if you're unvaccinated. You can do everything you want to do anyway.
I don't think anyone should be allowed on an airplane, domestic or international, or a train, without being able to prove they've been vaccinated.
Le Parisien newspaper published an interview with President Emmanuel Macron in which he says he really wants to piss off the unvaccinated.
In the Parisian newspaper, Macron said that unvaccinated people were irresponsible. As for the unvaccinated, I really want to piss them off, he said. We have to tell them, you will no longer be able to go to the restaurant. You will no longer be able to go for coffee. You will no longer be able to go to the theatre. You will no longer be able to go to the cinema.
We have touched on the real problem for the president. He admitted in a clear and rude way that in reality, the point is to spoil the lives of the unvaccinated.
Here's 61-year-old David Frum of The Atlantic magazine, a Canadian who helped plan the Iraq War, calling for killing unvaccinated Americans. Quote, "Let hospitals quietly triage emergency care to serve the unvaccinated last." Quietly triage. What does that mean? It means let them die. Murder them. This is evil. David Frum is an evil man. He has long encouraged violence against the weak. That's the sum of his career. But in this case, suddenly he is hardly alone. Many in Washington, New York, or Los Angeles are talking like this now.